welcome. In this video, I want to respond to just a little pushback on my video content, and just respond to a couple of comments that have come my way regarding the issue about, again, talking about the core ingredients by way of process, influence, and control when it comes to engaging, what I call the 1 percentile dog. And again, this issue about, people talk about force, these words like suppressing the drive of a dog. But I also talk about the ability to be able to even, work through a relationship problem and the problems with that, by way of this very popular idea, the bent towards bribery, accommodation, and negotiation to gain agreeableness. And understand, this is one of the things, again, we talk about a lot of these trainers when they try to push back on what they see, through how I'm interacting with dogs and the reactions of dogs. And again, it's interesting that those who identify as balanced dog trainers have the same problem, as force-free. They make the same exact comments. And regarding, again, of talking about abuse, talking about breaking the dog, talking about, the dog will go over the top and become aggressive. They make all these comments about interacting with, how I'm interacting with dogs. Meanwhile, and again, this is the challenge I put out. If you pay attention to these trainers who are saying these things, their bent, is towards, I talk about the whole thing about the themes of bribery, accommodation, negotiation. They're not connecting dots. They're not considering what even defines a process. And so this gets into this whole thing about, talk about the free will of a dog. They talk about, but again, here's the problem. And you'll see it. Pay attention. With these trainers, and this gets into an ethical issue here, you're going to see the fallout, You're going to see the collateral damage, by way of blame shifting on the dogs. And then they'll come out and say, oh, we can't fix certain dogs. Let a dog be a dog. You're going to hear all these type of comments. So that puts people in a position, of bad things still happening, people getting bitten, managing a problem, thinking that you can never overcome it, because these trainers are totally appearance-based, They're totally superficial. It's so easy to do that. Understand, when I talk about, what defines a process, and again, you watch Jack Morton's, story, his journey, it can be the hardest thing. It's not easy. It can be the hardest thing. But the ability to, to move beyond, a relationship problem only comes with understanding what a process even represents. So all to say that, again, you hear these trainers going on, and they talk about this, issue about having a home field advantage. Well, they're playing. It's a rigged game. They're playing the system anyway. It's very easy to sell this to owners and lead them into believing that they don't have to change the way I describe it, because it puts the spotlight on the owner totally differently. That's why I talk about this whole thing. These trainers talk about dogs as sentient beings, but these trainers end up in the same place of force-free trainers with blaming dogs. Just pay attention, watch it. But of course, people are going to like hearing, they're going to like that narrative, because again, ask out the question, well, people are having a relationship problem with their dog, how are they connect in the first place? I talk about the thing about the emotional state of the human. They need to change their parenting style, so to speak. They need to, again, they have to approach training for what it represents. It's an intervention, period. These trainers are not approaching it that way at all. They're approaching it as a, quotations, learning-based exercise. So all to say that, again, you're going to see the pushback, but understand these trainers are playing, it's a rigged game. They're playing the system. And, when I talk about, doing things the right way, it comes down to ethics. I said this all along. If we really, really care about dogs, well, guess what? We should really care about dogs the right way. Thanks for watching.